Gdansk in northern Poland is best known as the birthplace of solidarity, the dock workers' movement that led to the fall of the Iron Curtain. It may look quiet now, but next June thousands of football fans from around the world will be descending on the city for the UEFA European Championships, hosted jointly by Poland and Ukraine. The football event will bring an economic boost to the country, but also an increased security risk, including the threat of nuclear terrorism.
We're working with our Ukrainian counterparts on measures to protect Euro 2012 from the many threats involving radiological materials. This is why we are cooperating with the IAEA and together are organizing events, workshops and trainings.
Nuclear and radioactive materials are widely used in hospitals, power plants and industrial facilities. These materials can be abandoned, lost or even stolen. At the new PGE football stadium in Gdansk, one of the top venues for next year's football event, the IAEA is training the country's firemen, police officers and border guards how to detect and respond to criminal activities involving radioactive sources. A source could be smuggled into the complex, which can hold up to 45,000 people by car or on person. The participants need to learn how to conduct thorough searches and react quickly and effectively if a source is discovered.
Currently, we don't have any signals about attempts to smuggle a radioactive source into this stadium to contaminate it. But our external and internal services are monitoring certain groups every day, and if there's any information about such an attempt, we will get it in due course, and we will have to make use of the procedures which this particular training course is for.
During the training, the participants are shown how to operate the instruments provided by the IAEA that can detect, localize and identify radioactive materials. They practice the exercises that will take place during the actual tournament to ensure that no sources are hidden among the thousands of seats in the vast stadium. Assistance for sporting events is just one aspect of the nuclear security work of the IAEA. The agency helps countries to protect their nuclear facilities and prevent nuclear and other radioactive materials from being lost, stolen and sold on the black market.
In each country, nuclear security is the responsibility, of course, of each member state. And of course, every member state try to establish and sustain their nuclear infrastructure, their nuclear security infrastructure. But at the same time, there are always cases where sources are lost, sources or nuclear materials out of regulatory control. And then if this is get into really wrong hands, then of course could be used for malicious, acts.
Back in Poland, the locals and tourists in this 1,000-year-old city are enjoying the peace and quiet of Gdansk before the city is transformed into a football fan's paradise for the 200,000 expected guests. The vast majority of the visitors to the Euro 2012 football games will be simply coming to support their team. Others may have a malicious motive. But if this involves a nuclear threat, the Polish authorities are now prepared to respond and take action.